সো আমরা শুরু করতে পারি, তাই তো? সপ্তর্ষি স্যার, অত্রি স্যার, অর্ঘদীপ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ, আমার মনে হয় যে সবাই জয়েন করে গেছে। সো গুড মর্নিং স্টুডেন্টস, welcome to today's class, which is basically the introductory class for quantity survey. Okay, now for today's class there will be brief introduction about the subject and what you have to do. After that, within today or tomorrow, you will get the problem sheet, and obviously you are having some sort of assessment, okay, on weekly basis. So you have to prepare your assignment. You have to submit it through a Google form, the link of which we will share with you. And after submitting those assignments, your teacher will evaluate all those assignments. So the entire group B, sorry, so the entire group B, all the students will be divided in 4 subgroup. Okay, one for each group, one teacher will be responsible for checking the copies. However, during the class, you can ask any of us any question, any pertinent question to the subject. Okay, so in this class, I, along with Professor Orghodip Biswas, Atreo sir, and Saptorsi sir, all of us will involve in teaching this subject. Okay, now why I am saying teaching this subject, because for other subjects we know that you learn something theoretically on the subjects, and then in the sessional class or in the practical class you basically uh, employ the knowledge which you are gaining in the theoretical classes, right? So obviously, for this subject, this sort of theoretical class is not there. Hence, this sessional class, we have to learn the subject also, and we have to do this calculation and all these things also. So that means this basically this class will be actually learning the subject like you learn in the theoretical class also, and then you have to perform the calculations also. Now, what is basically quantity survey and the estimation? So what will be the objective of learning this subject on, and what we will do, or why we are learning these subjects? So estimation is basically the process of calculating the quantity and the cost of various item you required for your project work. So suppose you are doing any building project. So in that building project, there are several items you required. So you have to calculate before the the project will commence. Before that, you have to calculate each and every item, and you have to analyze how much cost will be involved in that project. Because if you are not able to understand, or if you are not able to calculate the approximate cost, then what will happen? You uh, can't fix a budget for the same project, right? Hence, for approval of any project or anything, you have to, in the beginning, you have to obviously propose a plan, and depending on that plan, you have to do a estimation, quantity survey and estimation. So obviously, you have to mainly calculate the different quantities and the cost of various items in any project you are working. So that is the basic purpose of learning this subject. Okay, now what is the if I have to say the different purposes of this subject, then obviously, or this estimation, then what you have to do is basically you have to ascertain certain necessary money. So you have to necessary money you have to ascertain. Then you have to ascertain the quantities of the material. That is also very important. Which quantity you record in each item you record in how much quantity. That is also very important. Like suppose brick, how much brick you require, how much cement you require. All these quantities you have to ascertain the quantities of different materials, right? Then you have to calculate the number of different categories of workers. So for different category, different sort of workers you will require at different stage of the project. Suppose you are working in a very big project, so obviously in different times you require different types of workers, right? So to calculate that number also you require this quantity survey and estimation you have to do. Then you have to assess the requirements of different tools, plants, equipments. For that reason also you need estimation. Also you have to fix up the completion period. For that also you need the estimation. And after that you have to invite the tenders and prepare the bills for the payment. So for that also you need the estimation. So how we will do the quantity survey? Obviously in the beginning you have to first prepare the working drawings. Then for each item of work you have to specify and what is the unit for them. So for different items the units are different. Like for earthwork in excavation, you need the quantity of earthwork to be excavated in meter cube. Okay. But say for your damp proof course, that is you need the measurements in meter square. So all these items and their units of measurements, what are the items you will consider and what is their units of measurements, that you have to specify. And then what you can do, you can just uh, measure the different quantity by, normally we generally follow two sort of method. One is called central line method and another one is called long wall short wall method. Long wall short wall method. So by this method we will measure the quantity of everything, and then ultimately we will prepare the measurement sheet and obviously we will calculate the quantities. Sir ক্লাসে আছি, মিটিংটা সন্ধ্যে 7:30, ঠিক আছে? Okay, so that we have to do. So once we prepare all these things, then obviously it will be very much easier to calculate the total cost, because you know after that we have to refer some schedule of rates. So if you are working in West Bengal, so obviously you have to refer PWD West Bengal schedules of rate. Okay. So once you have calculated all the quantities, then you can multiply those quantities by these rates and to get the actual uh, cost of the project. So you will get that once you will follow this pathline, okay, or this pathway. So after that, obviously we can calculate the total amount of cost which we required. So in this way, we will do this quantity surveying, and at the end, if we get time, then obviously we will introduce you. Obviously, we will not teach you. We will introduce you some advanced topics, some advanced softwares by which you can actually perform these things also in the actual in actual field. So this is the basic, and that learning is very necessary. So obviously this portion we will teach you, but this portion of you obviously will not able to teach you because the timing is limited, okay, and that is not within the course, or within the course of within this course. So obviously we will not able to teach that portion, but obviously if we get time, we will introduce you to some of the softwares with the help of which you can obviously calculate the quantity surveying and you do the estimation part also. So obviously we'll learn the basic part how to do these things, but that is also very time taking. Hence in each and every week we are having certain sort of assessment and some sort of evaluation also will be there. So please submit your assessment within time, because you know there will be certain marks distribution, as I will show you next that. Yes, this is the provisional marks distribution. This can change So on your attendance, there will be 10 marks, and daily performance 30 marks will be there. Report, which will include both drawing and estimation, there will be 30, and the final assessment and vivacy, obviously there will be 30 marks. So this daily performance and a report, in both of these, obviously the marks will come from this assessment. Hence, this assessment part is very important. Please consider them very seriously, because you can see 60 marks is actually from this. I should not say even the 60 marks, because your final assessment also will depend on that. So that assignment which you have to submit on each week obviously is very important. Okay, so please consider them with great importance. Now this will be the assessment one. Like in the assessment one, you have to submit the drawing of different plans, like ground floor plan, first floor plan, roof plan, trench plan, grid plan, front elevation, all these things. Okay, to minimize the drawing part, what we can do, that we can select some of the drawings which you have done, or the drawings which you have done already in the building planning and drawing class. We can take those drawings. So you have to, each student have to reproduce these drawings, and they have to submit for the quantity surveying class. So obviously, to minimize your effort in drawing, we can do that. But let us discuss first with all the teachers, and then we will inform you. But from the second assessment, that is basically the starting of the quantity estimation, because this subject's goal is not to teach you how to draw, how to visualize the things, how to visualize a sectional elevation, because this is the prerequisite of this subject. You already know these things, as you have already started this building planning and drawing, right? So we will expect that already you know this part. So it will not be a very problematic thing for you, and we are not going to teach this part in our quantity surveying class. We'll start from here basically. So from the next day, we will basically start discussion from this portion, that is, what is the drawing, how to draw central line diagram, what is the process of calculation, all these things. From the second assessment onwards is basically the class of quantity surveying will start, and you can see there will be 9 to 10 assessment will be there. So obviously you have to perform very well in all of these assessment. Okay, and what you have to do, there will be a clear instruction in the problem sheet that we will share within tomorrow. We will be able to share that instruction sheet. Okay, now for the group division, obviously also we have not formed these groups, but as I have told you, that if your class is having 60 to 68 students, then in each group 15 to 17 students will be there, right? And all this teacher will evaluate your assessment. Okay, for normal any queries you can report to them also, but during the class, during the doubt clearing session, you can ask any teacher if you are feeling any problem in understanding any part of your problem, or any part of your quantity survey class, so that you can do. Okay, so these are the very basic introduction about the subject. So what we will do, we will share you the problem sheet, and obviously the first assessment part, that is the drawing of your planning, all these things you have to submit by the next week. So what you have to do, you have to draw them in your plain A4 papers, and you have to scan them and submit it in a Google form. So obviously within 29th we will able to share you the problem sheet, and the first assessment, that means you have to submit by 4th, and the first assessment obviously will be by the teacher on either within the week, that means within 4th to 11th, or on 11th, so that the teacher will decide, but within 4th you have to submit. Okay, so the Google form link also will be sent to all of you for that.
Abhishek,
Huh.
it should be manual drawing, right?
It is manual drawing, obviously. they
Is
have
there
they
any
have
reference book for this subject?
Yes, yes, Prabal. So you can refer the book of M. Chakraborty, which is a very standard book. You can find in the any e-commerce site also. M. Chakraborty estimation. Okay, so yes, Prabal. So there is the book called Estimating, Costing, Specification, and Valuation in Civil Engineering by M. Chakraborty, which you can refer, and obviously you can refer to the class notes also. So estimating,
Okay.
costing.
Can I name another one? Abhishek.
Yes, yes, obviously, sir.
Okay, there is a
Specification.
book whose title is Estimating and Costing by G.S. Birdie.
Birdi. That book is also very good. So by M. Chakraborty. This book and the book by Birdi, that also you can refer. Okay.
Name is Estimating and Costing, authored by G.S. Birdie.
Okay.
So
So
can you
these two
write the
books,
name of the other author? GS, what the spelling?
G.S.
Birdi.
Birdie, Birdie, D for Delhi, Die,
GS.
Okay, okay, sir.
G.S.
DHI or
Birdie, yes,
DE? Or whether DHI or DE?
DIE,
DIE.
DIE,
Okay.
DIE.
So this one. Yes. So these two books, obviously, you can refer for this subject. For this, not only this subject also, sometimes you're for contract and all this thing part also, that is also discussed in very details, which you will have in the coming upcoming semesters also. So you can refer these books. It will be helpful for you. You can buy this book also. Okay. So I guess for my part, I have more or less said all the things which I need to say. If any of the co-teacher or the Atriya sir or Saptarshi sir, if you want to add anything, you can add. Otherwise, I think for the introduction part, for what I need to say, I have said already. Okay.
No, from my side, I don't wanted to add anything. Thank you for your lecture.
No, it's fine. You have nicely explained all the things. Yes, all the things is well explained. Only one thing, as you said, you may buy the book. I would like to say you should buy this book because
Okay.
if
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you
Yes.
remain in civil engineering domain in
Yes.
future,
Yes.
this book will help you in your entire duration lifetime.
Right.
You
Right.
should
Right.
refer this book in any even in drawing and other things. You should
Yes.
refer
Yes.
this
Right.
book. You should keep this book at least with you. One of that this estimation costing book, any
Yes.
of the
One of them will be very helpful in you have to
it will
keep
help
this.
you in your entire civil engineering life.
Okay. Atriya sir?
No, sir, nothing further to add.
Okay.
So basically, we are providing them with the problem sheet tomorrow. Accordingly,
Yes.
they'll commence their drawing work, and
Yes.
further the estimation thing we will explain it to them in the coming week, right?
Yes. Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay, okay. Done. Okay.
Okay. So I guess now we can proceed with the attendance, right?
Yes, I'll just do one thing. I'll take the attendance.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay. Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Kindly respond to your attendance. Roll number 139. Roll number 140.
Present, sir.
141.
Present, sir.
142.
Yes, sir.
143.
Present, sir.
144. 145.
Present, sir.
146.
Present, sir.
148.
Yes, sir.
149.
So 148.
Present,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. 150. 151.
Sir, 149 present.
Yes, I marked you present.
So
151.
151. Present, sir.
Okay. 152. 153.
Present, sir.
154.
Yes, sir.
155.
Yes, sir.
157.
Present, sir.
159.
Present, sir.
160. 161. 162.
Present, sir.
163.
Present, sir.
164.
Present, sir.
165.
Present, sir.
166.
Present, sir.
168.
Yes, sir.
169.
Present, sir.
171.
Present, sir.
172.
Present, sir.
173. 174.
Present, sir.
176.
176. Present, sir.
177.
Present, sir.
178.
Present, sir.
179.
Present, sir.
180.
Present, sir.
181.
Present, sir.
182.
Yes, sir.
183. Yes, 182. I marked you
Present,
present.
sir.
Okay, 184. 185.
Present, sir.
अच्छा
186.
184 लिखे दिए थे प्रेजेंट सर वही
I have noted. 180. 195.
Present, sir.
196. 198.
Present, sir. 198.
Okay. 199.
Present, sir. 199.
200.
Present, sir. 200.
201. 202.
Present, sir.
204.
Sir, 201 present, sir. 204 present, sir.
204 present. Okay. 205.
Present, sir.
206.
Present, sir.
208.
208 present, sir.
209.
Present, sir.
210. Present. Okay. Mark. 211.
Present, sir.
212. 214.
Present, sir. Hold on.
215.
Present, sir.
216. Sir, 216 present, sir. Okay. 217.
217 present, sir.
218.
218 present, sir.
219.
Present, sir.
Okay. Lateral students. Roll number 10.
Present, sir.
11.
Yes, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Present, sir.
15.
Present, sir.
16.
Yes, sir.
17.
Yes, sir.
18.
Present, sir.
21.
Present, sir.
Okay, I'll just repeat the absent roll numbers. If anyone is present, let me know. Roll number 139, roll number 144, 150, 152, 160, 173,
173
19
present, sir.
173 present. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 196, 200, 212,
200 present.
200 present. Okay. Okay, 212. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
students, you can leave right now. I will request all the faculty members to stay here for further few minutes, and I'll request all the students to leave this Google Meet.
Excuse me,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Proloy, you can ask.
Sir, that can the drawings be drawn in AutoCAD?
Okay, let us discuss. Then we will inform you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Proloy, if the problem is different for everyone, then I will decide that what you can do. But if there is similarity, then probably you have to draw in hand. Okay, Pralay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, that we will discuss and let you inform. Okay, let you know. Okay, so all the students, if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, I will request every student to leave this Google meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.